Receiver drills, getting his feet down.
Those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They're going to look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's got room. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Fresh set of downs here. He'll drop to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be second down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Second down now after the pass completion. They come out here in the eye. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flush to his right. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. Back to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. But at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open. He has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Stays on his feet. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Brandon, last week we saw this guy play really, really well. A top-notch performance. I'm sure he's ready to do it again today, and we get to witness it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Newton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll try the air now with Newton. That is incomplete. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. He'll field this at the 5. So possession goes over here on the punt. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it a second down.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get him the football in the passing game. They'll look to throw, and he will find his man on the outside. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
All right, here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Now I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1, you know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll find his man on the comeback route, complete. It's a gain of 21 that time, and it's good enough for a Tampa Bay first.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
No, check, Patriot, here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Back to throw here. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. It's the fullback, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Aguayo on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll bring up a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll come out in the pistol.
Wake up. Shake your hot feet.
And they'll run it here. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
They come up in an offset eye. Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is fielded at the 27.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. Automatic first down.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Going to throw right side here. Complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Back now, as I search for my cue card here, there we go. Coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis from our first half of play.
Well read.
Thank you.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes. That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physical.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And it is now 21-0. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Newton now to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Newton. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 3 down. That's it. 180.
From the 50, Newton. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Back to the air, Newton on second down. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
A final shot before the break. Newton. He's going to float this into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Panthers haven't played their best football and trail because of it. The Buccaneers have come in and looked good as the road team and will just keep trying to play hard and maintain the lead going forward. All right, let's get it going. Here's the first half highlights. Buccaneers with possession early in the first. Broken coverage here on the pass play, and that connection will lead to a gain of 19 yards. Buccaneers end up throwing a pick to end the drive. Third down from inside the 50. Completion will be made here to a wide-open man. He caps off the 7-play drive with the score. Bucs is up now by 7. Buccaneers take it right for midfield. Pass will be completed to the sidelines. And the pass and catch will end up going for 21 yards. Bucs have it later on the drive. Completion will be made here to a wide-open man. And he cap off the 8-play drive with a TD. That puts them on top by 14. Now to late in the first half. Run play coming up here, and he'll go in for the score. The Buccaneers up now by 21.
All right, Larry, indeed a one-sided affair to this point as we get set for half 2. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball... is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. Hey, 180. We got four now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. And he'll cut it out to the sideline. A big play there for Carolina. 51 yards on the ground. Well, a nice little sprint there. I guess if you're the defense, the only thing you hold on to, you got him out of bounds, but it's first and goal.
And that's all you can hold on to because they didn't hold on to him very well on that run. He gives them first and goal, as you outlined, with a big-time play.
So the offense has it, 6-yard line, first and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
So second and goal here from the 9. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Well, they held them to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at them. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Great play there off the end. Question, Charles, in a 4-3, you hear about the D tackles a lot. What's the role of the ends?
What they want to do is control the edges of the defense. And you always hear about an offense talking about setting the edge in the running game. Well, the defense wants to do exactly the same thing. In the defensive end, often against an offensive tackle, sometimes a tight end, they can't let themselves get...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Their big-bodied receiver, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
He would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Watch left, watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left. Everyone's got 4. 4 down. Here you go. 180.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Seven yards remain now on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Nowhere, 22, go nowhere. That's it. 180. Rip right.
Newton on first down. Funches with a catch over the middle. A gain of 6 there on first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Tight end right, tight end right. Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Set, like 80. What is
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Tight end's right. You got 4.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. His throw incomplete.
and he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And this is going to be incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And it's 4th down. Here's Matt Darr now as he's on to punt for Carolina. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. So out come the Bucs now. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
He'll look to throw. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. 23 yards on the play. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Really good, solid run right there, and they did it from a 4 wide receiver set. And if you're an offensive coordinator, they used to tell people, hey, we're going to throw the football. Now they use 4 receivers on the field to spread things out, give them more running lanes and more options. And also, it usually takes the bigger defenders off the field, makes the defense lighter and easier to run against.
18 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Bucs a 1st down.
Another good run there, and now we're seeing an offense that's imposed its will on a defense. When we talk about that all the time, what does it really mean? It means that the guys on the offensive line, they feel like they can do whatever they want. They're in the huddle saying, run it again. Give us another chance to smack someone and create some space. On the defensive side of the ball, not only have they imposed their will against you, you're almost powerless to figure out what you're doing there, but you got to keep your spirit up at the same time, and they're taking that too.
That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. Handoff as they run the counter play. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but boy, he knows how to pursue straight it.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
Yeah, the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. This is fielded a couple yards deep. What a spin. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Carolina getting set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive. Poor punter. Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, if something there will be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Second down following the run. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. From the 50, Newton. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. A very solid gain of 27. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now Newton on 1st down. And this is incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Newton again. It's complete, right side to Benjamin. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down. 3rd and 5. Again, Newton. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And on the ground they go with the running back. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Now the Panthers get set, 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to account for Cam Newton on this play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work.
I'm just going to go ahead and call it, partner. You could smell the desperation in that fake, couldn't you? Down big. They had to try something. No one was fooled.
I think you're exactly right. With this deficit, though, go ahead and give it a shot. Didn't work out. In the end, I guess it doesn't hurt them too much. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Now let's go.
They go play action here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
One of the feature points. The in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball,
and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now it's the backup Prescott. Throwing left side, it's complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
And they just hit another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And that'll bring up fourth down on a big sack with a loss of 5. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. From his goal line here, Newton. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up a third down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him. But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Back to throw, Newton. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And this will probably be the last play they can squeeze in here before the 2-minute warning.
Defense always has to be careful in this situation. A lot of teams like to take a shot.
To throw on second down is Newton. Surveying the field. Time for a break. And his throw is incomplete. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Third and long, it's Newton. Gets it to Benjamin, it's caught. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And that is incomplete. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On 2nd and 10, Newton. He's got time. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. And nobody was open downfield there. Looked like a pretty clear throwaway.
Yeah, definitely was that. I'm wondering why there wasn't intentional grounding. I know they're saying there's a receiver there in the area. Those darn quarterbacks, they get away with everything.
Spoken like a true defensive back, Mr. Davis.
Did that come out?
It did. Okay. Throwing on third down, Newton. Now a desperation throw deep down. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Love the effort. Love the dramatics. Getting the feet down. How about a little step shuffle along the sideline there? Almost like a great ballet dancer or a tap dancer. All for no gain, though?
I was going to say, it's so pretty, and it gets you nothing. To the air again, Newton. Fighting his safety valve here. That's complete. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. From the red zone now, Newton. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Newton throwing again. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Here's Newton. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And now the Buccaneers offense gets set to head back onto the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes. Get out of there.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Buccaneers, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Charlotte, good night, everybody.